Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we finally caught a break in the weather. It's been very cold, as I told you, and snowy. So what we're going to do is we're on a big football field here, and we're going to be installing a Wi-Fi unit up on the top there for a public Wi-Fi for when people come here for any games. So I'm going to take you along and show you the install process. They both do. So this is going to take a connection, this is going to take a connection.
So is it just one Cat 6 coming up, or two Cat 6s? It's two Cat 6s.
Two.
So I'll do
so that one's going to come up. Alright guys, what are we doing here? We're going to put this top one on like this. So the wire...
These are for your wires to come out.
Yeah, so we can put this spins onto that.
Yeah.
So that wire can really come out anywhere because the wire comes in there.
Okay.
So we can tighten this one up right now.
What size are they?
Like ½ inch maybe. Put it low and just close to that hole because I don't want it too high. There you go. And then this one will go below it. Actually, you know what? Do you just have a wrench?
Yeah.
So guys, what we're doing is we're just making up this pole assembly. It's gonna hold the Wi-Fi panel, and then we're putting a point-to-point bridge that's going to point over to that field over there. Bites right in. Yep. No washers that came with those?
No. These ones.
Yeah.
They got the fins on them.
Yep.
That grip.
Alright guys, so basically we got that one mounted, we got that one mounted for the base station, and then we're going to mount the pole first and then put things up. So we still have to pull some wires. Come back when we do that. Alright guys, so the plan is we're going to take the existing nuts out of the fence, and then we're going to put them into these clamps. So that pole sits straight up in the corner here. So I'm going to start taking those out, and then I'm going to tighten these up so we're going to have to make these holes a little bit bigger so those carriage bolts go through. So here's the field we're aiming for, and then again the point to point is going to be going all the way over that way. So there'll be another panel at some point over there that we're going to show you. Guys, when I say it's cold out, it's cold. You can't even feel your hands. That's why we don't do a lot of outside work in the wintertime up here. It's just too unbearable. Try to get all inside work.
What size is that?
Well, the nut is 9/16.
Oh, what's this? Let me see the screw.
Wow.
Oops. You got it off?
Yeah. Just round it out a little bit more. So it goes in easy.
I'll just...
Don't do this at home. I'm not gonna go anywhere here. Just getting over it. Hold that up. As long as we can pinch that around, use your alignments.
I could get it.
Yeah, you just gotta pinch that together. We'll be fine.
Yeah, but it's twisted.
Yeah.
I understand it. It's twisted.
Just get this.
So you want your drums with not the square.
Yeah. I can hold this thing. The wrench is already out for that. It's already. All right, guys. So we got our pole mounted here, attached down here. So what we're gonna do is, this was existing. We're gonna remove that existing cable, drill a little further over, and then we're gonna run our cables up through the pipe, and then come out these knockouts that we made, just to keep them a little bit more protected. All right. So I can go over at least right here. Alright guys, so we took our outside plant cable, put it down the notches, the holes in here, ran it down the bottom, and then we drilled that new hole. So those are going to be, and then we're going to put some caulking in there to seal that hole up. And then that will be nice and weather tight. Alright, so we came down to the ceiling, wrapping them all the way up here, and they're going into our switch cabinet here. We have two Aruba switches here with PoE, so those will power both those devices up there. Alright guys, so now what we're going to do is we can start aiming this stuff. So I got Clyde inside working on the terminations inside. So now I can lock this on. That's locked. So now I'm going to obviously have to loosen it, but that's fine. Turn it the other way so I can get the proper wrench. Shoot this one. Oh. Half inch. Doesn't have to be exact, guys. You know, these point to points, they're pretty forgiving. You can line them up. Make a very good product. This will cut to length. You can actually push some of it back in just in case for future. This. actually got a pretty good mounting system on this. You can angle it just exactly how you want it. And obviously then you can swing it too. It's got measurements on here. So if you're putting up multiples, you can aim them at the same direction. At this point, I'm just gonna, I may probably have to do some adjusting after I go do some field testing, but right now, this is how it's gonna go.
How far is this one go? Just there?
Yeah, so if you want to
Push that.
yeah, we can push it down. So guys, when you're doing these connections, make sure you put these weatherproof fittings on, or else you're gonna have nothing but problems. So important to put those on. Alright, so you guys can see in the back of that, it's nice and covered up. So we're going to do the same thing with this one. If any of you guys are interested in wondering how you terminate, put cables on, go back to, I'll put a link in the description or pin a card on here, and I made a video on how to put ends on. Alright guys, so I'm now back at my computer and I'm logged into my Ubiquiti portal, and as you can see, both the panel and the point-to-point is here. So you're just going to click adopt on both of those, and those units are going to adopt into my system. And this is a pretty straightforward system. It's just to provide public Wi-Fi access to anyone that comes to this facility. So we just have a internet connection coming in, and then we do have it filtering through. We use dnsfilter.com. Highly recommended. They're not a paid sponsor. I'm just recommending them because I use them, and they work well. So what I basically do is I just change the DNS in here, and then I filter out where people can and can't go. So it works good.